Okay, so we've got a finance question here. Inga borrows €4,500 for 2 years. Bank 1 charges compound interest at a rate of 15% per annum, compounded quarterly. Okay, so we're going to need our compound interest formula. Let's get, select a pen. Okay, so we're starting off with 4,500, and we need to multiply that by 1 add. Our interest rate is 15 per year, but remember it's compounded quarterly, so we need to divide that by 400 rather than 100. And then this amount here is 2 years, but so we need 2 times 4. So we're going to add this interest 8 times. Is that how you'd?
Yeah, that's perfect. And then that's right out of the information booklet, so that's quite nice following that format.
So it says calculate the total amount to be repaid at the end of 2 years. We don't need to take away what we started with because we're not working out the interest. We're working out the total amount. All right, so in here, let's quit that. Does this die on me?
No.
No, there it goes. Clear all that. All right, so write it again. 4500 times 1 add 15 over 400 to the power of 8. Okay, so that gives us this number here. It's finance, so we need to make sure we give that answer to, oh no, it says here, give your answer to correct to 2 decimal places. So 6041.12, and that is euros. Okay, that's part A. Part B. Bank 2 charges simple interest, and Inga would repay the same total as for Bank 1. Find the rate of interest charged by Bank 2. So our simple interest formula is interest equals CRN over 100. In this case, we've got, this is how much we want to borrow still. We don't know what R is. Okay, that's what we're working out. N is, where are we in here?
N's going to be 8.
N's going to be 8 still.
Oh
okay.
wait, no, what do we want?
Isn't it 8?
Same total for Bank 1, but we want to have simple interest. Sorry about that. N is 2.
N is 2, so we're just doing, okay, so it's 2 years still, and it's still divided by 100, is that right?
And then we need 1,541 euros and 12 cents to be the interest, because the interest they want to be the same. Okay. The amount of interest, so the raw amount of interest.
Okay, what was that again?
1,541 and 12 cents. So that's the interest found by subtracting 6,041.12, subtract 4,500.
Yeah, so that was just this amount. Take away that is the amount of interest. Okay, so we want the same amount of interest. Would you do this algebraically, or I'll start doing that, or would you do it with a calculator?
I would probably do this step here algebraically.
Times 100.
And then divided by
4,588 times 2 equals R.
There are some students that appreciate using the solver in this instance, but for me, this is my preferred option. But there are other ways. I think the Casio has a different solver feature on it as well.
Okay.
Or you could graph both sides and find the interest. Yeah, and then draw a sketch.
Okay, let's do this. Let's finish this way off first. So we've got 1541.1.
Missed the 1,000 there.
Where am I? Oh yeah, 1541.12 times 100 divided by, make sure we put brackets here, 4500 times 2. Okay, so our, sound right? 17 I guess it is, because the other one was 15% interest, so this is fairly close, right? So 17.1% interest if we're using our simple interest.
And if it's not compounding, then that number, to create the same amount of interest with simple interest, needs to be larger.
Okay, should we show this quickly, or what do you think? I think, would you put either side of this,
We could do, yeah.
or, okay.
Oh, if I'm going to do a graphical approach, I'll definitely want to save myself any algebraic steps necessary, otherwise there's no point. So I would start at the messiest, put it in, and then solve for the intersection.
Okay, so here we go. If we just put in the left side and the right side, so we've got one, we've got this, and then on the other side we had, let's put the top in brackets,
Yeah, I would-
4, 5,
Or maybe 90x, because you can see the zeros drop off there pretty easily. Times 2.
oh,
No, that's fine.
So
Times
x
2.
times 2,
Uh,
oh, why have I done 5? Times 2,
and divide by 100.
divided by 100, we just ran it straight in. Okay, enter. We're going to need to do a bit of altering of our scales here, right? So x was the interest rate. Let's say we think it's going to be between 0 and 20% interest. And on the other side, we need to make sure it goes up pretty high. So let's go from 0 up to 2,000, because that's bigger than what we've got on there already. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, so there's our 2 lines, and we can just calculate the intersect. Enter, enter, enter. There we are. So again, you can see it's given us the same answer, 17.1%. That's our interest rate.
Yeah, and so either showing the method by a sketch or the algebraic process.
Okay. Would that be enough, just to do
And then just label the point.
a little sketch, x, y, and call that 17.11541.12.
Perfect.
Okay.